Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're watching this video, chances are you found it because you are new to Valorant and you want to improve. If so, you're in the right place because this is the video you do not want to miss. I ask you to watch this video through its entire length because I'm gonna be dropping some gems today for you. Right now we are gonna do a practice run. Now what is a practice run? It's where you get to practice. Duh. But that's not the point of this video. What I want to show you is every single agent and what they can do. Because learning to use all the agents is how you're gonna get better at this game. So what we're gonna do is basically go through their powers, go through their abilities, step by step to understand what each and every one of them does and how they could be useful in a situation. Now I'm spending all this time in the practice range, so you don't have to, and you should, by the way, but you don't have to. You can directly jump into the game and play like a pro. Not that saying that I'm a pro, because I'm kind of not. I'm still new to this game just like you, but I'm learning this game and it's been so much fun since it came out. Now a little bit of background on me. I'm not really a first person shooter kind of guy. I'm more of a TPP person myself, and I'm coming to FPS games from a TPP background, so this has been really difficult for me. So I want you to understand that if you are transitioning from a third person point of view games to a first person shooter games, then Valorant is your best bet. Not only because it's designed for tactical gameplay, it's not just point and shoot, so your abilities mean more than your shooting skills, and we'll come to those. So let's first look at Breach and what he can do. So his first ability is Aftershock. Aftershock equips a fusion charge. Fire the charge to set a slow acting burst through the wall. The burst does heavy damage to anyone caught in this area. So basically it can go through a wall and anyone standing here will get heavily damaged. So that's his Aftershock. See, if there's nothing in front of it, it usually won't go through. So it's really useful to use Aftershock to clear the corners which are hard to spot and find your way. See what I mean? So that's Aftershock. Let's look at the next one, is the Flashpoint. Flashpoint equips a blinding charge. Fire the charge to set a fast acting burst through the wall. The charge detonates to blind all players looking at it. So it's similar to what Phoenix throws. And anyone looking, but it can go farther than Phoenix's. Phoenix is really around the corners only. Phoenix, but this thing can go through walls like it's nobody's business, yeah? So it went inside that room, so if anybody was in this room, they'd be blind. Yeah? So that's his Flashpoint. Now onto the Fault Line, which equips a seismic blast. Hold fire to increase the distance. Release to set off the quake, dazing all the players in its zone and in a line up to the zone. which pretty much is this thing, which sends a shockwave. It creates a fault line on the ground. It's what the name suggests. Now let's look at his ultimate, which is an exaggerated fault line, I would say, where it goes through. It just goes all the way. It's much longer and much more powerful in terms of damage. So it goes like I think it goes 5 blasts. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes 8 steps. Whereas this thing is just one single blast across a very small distance. So no way your regular abilities are gonna compare to your signature abilities, but yeah, just saying. All right, moving on to his big brother Brimstone. Now Brimstone is an interesting character. His first power, his first ability is Stim Beacon, which equips a Stim Beacon fire to toss the Stim Beacon in front of the Brimstone. Upon landing, the Stim Beacon will create a field that grants players rapid fire. So he's a support ally. Let's say you and your team want to push up this area here. So you can throw a Stim Beacon and everyone within the circle of the Stim Beacon will have a boost in their abilities. They'll get a combat boost. Yeah, let's see how much of damage is increasing. Let's say I want to shoot this guy. Okay. Now with the Stim Beacon on,
Stim Beacon here.
it grants a boost in the ability. Second is Incendiary, which equips an incendiary grenade launcher, fire to launch the grenade, and that detonates as it comes to rest on the floor, creating a lingering fire zone that damages players within the zone. Self-explanatory, it throws a grenade. It can only be detonated on the ground, so don't feel free to throw it on the wall, and it can rebound like this, and it creates a lava-like floor which damages Brimstone. So please don't be like Phoenix and try and stand on your own lava. You will melt. That's the grenade launcher. Now we move on to his smoke ability, which equips a tactical map and fire to set location where Brimstone smoke clouds will land. Alternate fire to confirm, launching long-lasting smoke clouds that block vision in selected area. So basically it creates a smoke wherever you want. Boom. And you have smokes and you're kind of protected. You can move through the smoke, but if enemies go through the smoke, you will see them. They'll be highlighted. Pretty interesting. Now let's take a look at his ultimate, which is Orbital Strike. Equips a tactical map, fire to launch a lingering orbital strike laser at the selected location, dealing high damage over time to players caught in the selected area. So basically, it just obliterates that space. Wherever you select, it will rain down fire from the sky, and just anybody standing within that area will just get obliterated. So that's Brimstone. Now let's take a look at Cypher. Cypher is an interesting guy. He's more of a recon job. He's an android. He is certainly not human. His first ability is placing the camera. So this line, if the enemy cross it, they'll be revealed in Cypher's map. It's called a trapwire. Equips a trapwire, fire to place and destructible and convert tripwire at the targeted location, creating a line that spawns between the place location and the wall opposite. Enemy players who cross a trip line will be tethered, revealed, and dazed after a short period if they do not destroy the device in time. The ability can be picked up and redeployed. So you get two of these, but you can basically pick them up and use them again wherever you want. Boom. And if somebody crosses it, they will get dazed if they don't destroy it. So that's the tripwire. Now, next is Cyber Cage. Instantly toss the Cyber Cage in front of Cypher. Activate to create a zone that blocks vision and plays an audio cue when enemies pass through it.
Cage triggered. Cage triggered.
Okay, as we don't have any enemies, we won't hear the audio cue, but I will do this with maybe some other players so we can hear the audio cue as well. Next is spy cam. Equips a spy cam, fire to place the spy cam at the targeted location, reuse this ability to take control of the camera view. While in control of the camera, fire to shoot a marking dart. This dart will reveal the location of any player struck by the dart. That means you can deploy a camera
Give me a corpse.
it can't see because there's nobody around, so it won't see himself. But you can pretty much track your enemies through this and fire a marking dart at them. Next is his neural theft. Instantly use on a dead enemy player in your crosshair to reveal the location of all living enemy players. So basically what you need is a dead enemy, and then using his neural network you can find out the location of all the other enemies. Pretty hefty. Cypher is just an information drone. He basically collects information for the rest of the team, and
Cage triggered.
you have to be in the line of sight of your placed cage in order to see where it's going. Moving on. Next in line is my favorite, Jett. She's the most underrated duelist, I think, and she's just insane once you learn how to use her. Now, her first ability is a cloud burst, which is similar to Brimstone's cloud, but not nearly as powerful or as long-lasting as Brimstone's cloud. So it instantly throws a projectile that expands into a brief vision blocking cloud. Notice how they say brief, it's really quick. So you want to use it in time of when you want to push or when you want to block the enemy's push. But remember that it will not last forever. On impact with the surface, hold the ability key to curve the smoke in the direction of your crosshair. Okay, so let's see.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Interesting. So let's say I want to
Blocking sight.
see. I can curve the thing over there. This is kind of neat. So
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
pretty neat.
Blocking sight.
Where did it go? It's here. Yay! Alright, so that's the smoke cloud. Cloudburst. Next is updraft. Instantly propel Jett high into the air. Boom! Allows you to take positions that are not easily reachable otherwise. Boom, 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 boom. She can do a lot, this Jett. Oh, by the way, if you jump and hold your jump, she hovers, kind of. So she can travel much greater distance than she normally would. Like this. Ooh, she glides into the air. Next is tailwind. Instantly propel Jett in the direction she is moving. If Jett is standing still, she will propel forward. So if I'm just standing still and I use the ability, I'll go front. Otherwise, I can use it to go right, right or left. That was insane. Where was I? And even back. So it can be used as a quick getaway to enter or exit a tricky spot. Like so. Then she has a Blade Storm. Blade Storm is nothing but a set of highly accurate throwing knives that recharge on killing an opponent. Fire to throw a single knife at your target, alternate fire to throw all the remaining daggers at your target. So, pretty much you can take this set of knives that are gliding in the air, boom, boom, and that's gone. Or you can throw all of them together. So, fire to throw it once, then throw all of them together. Fire to throw it once, and then all of them together. That's Jett. Now we move on to Omen. Now, Omen is a tricky trickster. What Omen can do is simple. He can confuse his enemies. So let's take a look at his powers. First is the Shrouded Step. Not Shroud, but Shrouded Step. Equip a Shrouded Step ability and see its range indicator. Fire to begin a brief channel, then teleport to the marked location. So you can set a distance, it doesn't go any farther than that, and then you can just teleport to that location. One quick note, when teleporting to such locations, you can start turning so you face where you intend to face after you're done teleporting. Because if you don't, then he's just gonna straight up be looking in the direction that he was previously looking in. See what I mean? So you want to start the turn before you complete your teleportation. And you want to be looking at the angle where you want to look at once the teleportation is complete. So that's a neat little trick that will help you kill all those unsuspecting enemies once you master it. Bam, I just used his ultimate. So second is paranoia. Equip a blinding orb, fire to throw it forward, briefly reducing the vision range and deafening all players it touches. This projectile can pass straight through walls. You can throw it through walls and basically it will just blind all your enemies. And they can't hear you also during this time. Interesting. The third one, so it's called dark cover. It equips a shallow orb entering a phased world to place and target the orbs. Press the ability key to throw the shadow orb to the marked location, creating a long-lasting shadow sphere that blocks vision. Hold fire while targeting to move farther away. Hold secondary fire while targeting to move the marker closer. Press reload to toggle from targeting.
Cover going out.
And his ultimate basically is from the shadows. Equip a tactical map, fire to begin teleporting to the selected location. While teleporting, Omen will appear as a shade that can be destroyed by the enemy to cancel his teleport, or press equip for Omen to cancel his teleport. Pretty much self-explanatory. You can teleport to any location you want and you're here. You can cancel it, bait them. That's Omen. Now let's take a look at Phoenix. I know this video is kind of getting lengthier than expected, but I want to go in every single detail about what these powers are and what they can do so you can use them at your disposal more efficiently and get more kills, get more praise from your team when you rock, man.